right, Coach, we'll get started here. I mean, my first question, I just want to start with you is, obviously Saturday was a lot of fun. What were you following the most after the win? Were you looking at all the social media posts, anything like that? I guess just what was that like?
Yeah, I don't know if I looked at much until really late that night or early morning. Quite honestly, it's just we needed a moment like that as a inner circle, So really, it was just a lot of connecting with our kids, connecting with the staff, and showing each other love because it's been a year.
Tell us about the
Go
game
ahead, Vic.
itself, Coach. Simply because it was clearly going to be one of those games like you played up there. I mean, that it was just going to finish like it did.
Yeah.
I got to ask, what was your first thought when Peyton bounced the ball off her foot, and then you call the timeout?
Yeah.
So what was going through your mind at that time?
This is the thing. When I saw there were 20 something seconds left, I think it's 21. I knew it was a lot of time, so I really didn't want to advance it. And then they went to go put the press on. And then obviously we advanced it because we haven't had a ton of success in the backcourt. But knowing Peyton Scott, it gave her too much time to think. So I knew it probably wasn't going to be clean. I love Peyton to death, I promise. But after 2 years of watching it, she needs to go. She doesn't need any time to think, just go, clearly. So I already had my timeout sort of ready just in case it was broken. Thank God we had one left, and with lesser time, she's pretty tough. So I felt even better about 3 seconds as opposed to 21.
Following up on that, how important is the spin and then the acceleration? I mean, she had time to elevate on that shot. Is that all instinct?
This is how the universe works. It's crazy. You guys won't even believe me when I tell you, but literally the day before, we practiced end of game situations. So the practice before, we had done a game situation. I think it was 1.9 seconds. And so the kid had time to catch it, dribble, pull up. And our players, you could tell, were looking at us like, there's no way she got it off. I'm like, hold on, run back that 1.9 seconds. We have to feel how long it is, right? So we go forward, we play another end of game situation. It's 3.7 or 8 seconds. I drop an action. There's 2 different actions that we could have done. If this is a first option, if we don't like it, go into this next option, run it down. So we get the ball in and we're quick and we're rushed. So we don't get to the secondary action. And I'm like, hold on, go back to that 3.7, run it down, see how long it is. So when they saw 3.2, they said, we just did this. We just did this yesterday. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. So it's crazy because Peyton didn't look rushed at all. She spun. It's 1-2 dribble pull, a regular shot. And that's how the universe sort of works its way out.
As you get this one, obviously you finish out, this week. Tell us, obviously a great win and great mindset going forward, but a big one on the road coming up in a couple of days.
Yeah, we talked about it today. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Our focus wasn't great today after a day off. I'm challenging our team. We have been really impressive of just come in and go to work every day and being really intentional and focused. And I had to remind them the season didn't end on Saturday, and how incredible it would be to win on the road, to really put some statement wins together on the road. And I know our team pretty well. I think we're going to be mature enough to do that. We just needed that reminder today.
How would you rate this Buffalo team? I mean, they've struggled a little bit. It's been a while since you've seen them.
Yeah. Buffalo's Buffalo. They're tough. They're gritty. They're fantastic in transition. They rebound the basketball. All the things that we're still trying to learn, quite honestly. Even as great a defense as we played against Kent the other day, the points we did give up came off of offensive rebounds, came off of transition layups. So it's going to be a test. I'm actually really grateful that we're playing Buffalo because let's see how much we can grow in a couple of days. We had to figure that piece out to beat them.
Coach, you talked about the rebounding Buffalo. I mean, how do you even simulate and practice where, I mean, they're averaging, they're out rebounding teams by almost 14 a game. So, what do you even try to do to prepare for that?
Yeah. Tell Jay to duck it who she is and tell her to be that. Kelly McLaughlin, same deal. Monty's getting more physical every day. So I think having Jada really helps, having Peyton helps. But quite honestly, it's going to be a collective effort. We're not going to be more athletic than any of them at any spot. And so just reminding our kids that it has to be two people boxing out one most times, and to be more intentional of where that ball could come off.
Is Deasia Fair the best in the league? How would you rate her?
I might make some people upset. I don't know. The league's really good, Tim, so I'll play the safe answer. I mean, we do have Peyton Scott. There is Michaela Kelly. I mean, I could go on all day. The league is really good. But Deasia Fair one-on-one, she's a monster, and I feel okay saying that because I know our players know who she is. But at the end of the day, we have to know that, again, collectively, we have to be good, solid defensively, because one-on-one, there's no stopping her.
This defense that you played in the fourth quarter against Kent State was how do you take that to this week?
We watched it today. I think the biggest thing is, we were just on time all the time. Once we talk about being in passing lanes and when do our stunts occur, stunning and recovering. And I thought we were really, really solid on Saturday. I'm hoping that watching it and talking through it again will be just as good. But we have to be clean in that regard. Anytime that ball is put on the deck, we have to be there as a unit and then ready to rebound it.
That was one of the things that was really impressive about the defense was your help side. You got several steals off that help side defense, and I know that's something you work on in practice a lot.
Yeah, it is. It is. We can't keep, leave each other out on the island. There are some great one-on-one players in this league, and by the time they go to their secondary move, we have to have somebody else there, or there's no hope, because a lot of times you get caught in no man's land too. You can't question the help. You have to go, because if you do, then you also can't box out. So it's either we have to pick up a steal or we have to be in rebounding position, or it's a really tough night. So the more we can just reiterate that to our team, I'll feel better about it.